All right, so I made a comment the other day about a lot of the system and pass game of the Eagles is very similar to what they've been doing the last couple of years, even though they've had 3 different coordinators, and it just surprised me. And I commented that maybe more of it's about Jalen Hurts than it is the coordinators or whatever, and a lot of people saying it's Nick Sirianni, whatever. My point was simply, maybe it's just stuff that Jalen feels really comfortable with and he really likes, and he wants to stay in that wheelhouse because he believes he can be his best there. Every system should cater a little bit around their quarterback without a doubt and build a system that fits their quarterback. I was just surprised that it looks so similar. So I thought I'd just kind of go through and show you really what I'm talking about. Now this one, I really like this one, right? Kind of the new flavor of the year in the NFL is the 4 strong stuff. So they're going to run basically the play that everybody else runs. A little hook here, and then they're going to run what I call the sled concept out here. So it's a swing with a lead to the outside, and we're trying to get A.J. Brown tight alignment, one-on-one on the backside. It's going to be a go route, something that Jalen feels comfortable with. They're going to throw a lot of go routes, and A.J.'s as good as anybody at winning those routes. So a little change up right there with the motion. I like it. Getting your best player in one-on-ones, good stuff. Okay, and this is a lot of what I'm talking about, is a lot of their stuff is real stagnant, which is part of what they've been in the past. And a lot of that was built around the RPO game and some of that stuff. That's one thing they're not doing that's as similar. When Coach Steichen was there, I thought the best thing they did was their RPO game off of the run game that they had, and they've gotten away from that. And I think that's the biggest reason why they're not as good offensively, because that's something that Jalen really excels at. But they get real stagnant in these 2-by-2 type situations. And this is one of my least favorite concepts, but they love this concept. Okay, so it's what I call 72. So it's a 7 route, which is a corner with an under. To me, that is a man-to-man concept because you're running 2 guys to different zones. It's not a zone beater. But Eagles will run this over and over in games. See it again, and you'll see it on this tape. They'll run it over and over again, and AJ's as good as anybody at finding the holes even in zone, so he makes it successful. But I just don't think it's a great play. And so another thing, I'm surprised that they continue to run this play because I don't think it's a great zone beater. And so, here's the look right here. They're going against kind of a zone coverage right here, and we could probably hit AJ because this guy got soft. But this guy's ready to fall off to the corner. This guy can be in a position to drive the under. You've got a safety with help up over the top. So I just don't like it against zone. And then on the backside, they're going to run a seam, a curl, and then a check swing. Okay, so a play that they've run a million times and try to fit it in on the backside. And again, just bodies all over the place on the backside. I'd like to see them read it to the front side. Off of this outside linebacker here, and we're looking for the curl. He's not there. Just flip it out to your swing to Saquon, and we're in good shape over to that side. But they will read the 72 against just about anything. Okay? So, and again, you're seeing Jalen check to a lot of this stuff. So I don't know if he's changing plays that they have or if this is a built-in check that they talk about on the sideline. But we're really just going to run a stick combination over here. Again, simple stick combination. And then we're just going to run double goes over to this side. Simple, basic. Like I said, Jalen loves to throw the go routes. Got some good go route runners. So we're just running basic stick, go, 2-by-2. All right, so basically same formation we just saw. Now, another staple in their offense is the mesh combination. So this is what the mesh is. It's 2 shallows. We're trying to get a rub. You're going to watch, I think that's Dallas Goedert down here on the bottom. He's going to kind of hint at right there. Going to hint at the defender that's covering Devontae, and they're going to try to get man-to-man and throw the shallow. Okay, another thing, a lot of people talking, they don't do a lot of in-breaking routes anymore. Yeah, they're doing the same sort of stuff. So they're doing this off of the mesh. This is a play that they've run a million times. They're looking at the mesh. Then Worst case scenario, we get a high-low over here with the big in by A.J. Smith and Dallas Goedert. But the shallow comes out on the backside, so we're going to take it. But there's the in route, saying that A.J. Brown doesn't run any in routes anymore. Well, there's an in route right there. Okay, like this one, we'll change up with the motion. Similar play to what they've run before. We're going to go here and run the hitch. And then A.J. is going to run the corner. And then they're going to run basically a drive combination into this. So more of a pure progression, hitch to corner to shallow to in type combination. Like the little motion there. Again, something that they've done in the past. Motion, speed guy out there, boom, he's taking the hitch. If not, you're going to replace probably on this play. If this guy runs and takes it away because this guy's deep, just going to replace to the shallow right here. Okay. Again, it's a play that they'll run a lot, whether it's AJ or Devontae. They love to run the choice route. So they're going to motion outside, like that change up a little bit, what I call the wide motion. So again, you're seeing some influences of different things, but you're seeing a lot of the same basic plays. I think they're going to do just a quick out here and a go route to one of these guys. They do that with both AJ and Devontae. And then on the backside, they're going to have a choice route here by AJ, and then just clear it out, right? Boom. He's going to run a go, and they're going to give the 2-3-way go to AJ right there. There's the play. You see the quick out on the bottom. Simple. About a 2x2 concepts, but again, nice with the wide motion, kind of changing things up and trying to create space inside. Okay, similar concept to before, but now we're going to change it up with a hitch here, and this hitch, I think, converts to a go, so it's kind of like something what I call hitch and a seam to the backside. Run this a lot, kind of a complement to that 72 combination, and it looks like they're doing a very similar thing over here, so it's almost like it's a double hiss combination. Although we're a little bit deeper, maybe, not much deeper on the bottom, but you see kind of a double hiss combination. Can take your hitches on the outside with off coverage, or you can work the one high safety on the double seams right here, but trying to find ways always to get A.J. Brown on the outside with these stop routes, these hitch routes, these go routes, as we've already seen a number of times in this game. Here we go. With the wide motion again. Okay, so again, I like this flavor. This is something different, even though the concepts stay the same. Going to push him out and run him on a hitch, right? Similar to what we saw with Devontae, motion him out, run him on a hitch. Now, instead of a corner route here, we're going to run the inside fade, and then our concepts are ins back to this side. So we're bringing everything into it. So again, it stays kind of progression-based, hitch to inside fade, to in, to check down. Motion it out, get man-to-man. This one he throws to AJ for the touchdown. Boom. Okay, and then you see the ins coming on the backside. So you're seeing some more in routes here. When everybody's telling me they're not running any in routes, you're going to see some in routes throughout this offense, and a lot of them coming with the pure progression type stuff. You're seeing, right? A little bit more motion maybe, but a lot of 2x2 type half field concepts. Okay. So here we go. Again, the complement to one of these plays. It looks like it's the seam here. This might be a double slant combination. Not sure what this tight end doing is if he's running down the field. AJ looks like he's running a slant. So it looks like their double slant combination. Another 2x2 concept, kind of basic concept. But don't get me wrong, a lot of teams have these concepts in their playbook, right, or similar type concepts. It's just that was the thing that was fascinating, is that although it's going to be in every playbook, that they continually run similar concepts. Nice throw there behind that linebacker who's pushing out to the outside. stick it on them down the field. But a lot of teams are going to have these plays in their playbook, for sure. But it just looks so similar to what they've done in the past. Not good, bad, or indifferent. It just was surprising to me. Okay, so here's that same sort of concept again. So I'm assuming, just again, they're running this again. So this is a 2-minute. So this might be called, right? This might be called from the sideline, or this might just be something Jalen goes to because it's 2-minute. All right, so that changes things up too. So if you're running a number of plays in 2 minutes, they only had like 27 dropbacks in this game. Maybe that's a reason it looks so similar to me, is because they had a number of plays, right? We're going back to back with basically the exact same play to that side, right? You got your choice here on what you're thinking. Get corner off. Great look over here to isolate that linebacker to that side instead of trying to force this double slant into bodies over here. And a lot of it is dictated by that Mike linebacker right there. If he's going to stay tucked in the middle, probably have to work over to this side since you got a corner off. Nice job on the move, make a play. Okay. Static 2x2, again, 2-minute. Play we're going to get up top. One of our favorites, the 72. Okay, with the curl and the swing down here. You're going to see it a lot. There we go. We get man. Boom. Ball's out of our hands. Him and AJ really good at this. But we're seeing, again, staple play for them over the last few years. You're seeing it again. Okay, there we go. Same thing again. It's kind of double slant look over here with the hook. Come back and check over to the other side. So you're seeing a lot of the same plays run over and over again. Again, that was a kind of 2-minute package, so you expect to see some of those base plays in the 2-minute package. But here we go again, right? So this is the kind of stuff. We're going to motion out here, but now we're going to run 72 once again. We doctored it up a little bit. And we've got the same idea over here. Curl. He's checking. Going to probably swing over to this side. And there's our play once again. Got an opportunity right there once again to make this throw. So like I said, they make this play work a lot, even against zone dogs, zone coverage. So not my favorite, but they do a good job of making it work. It would have worked again there. For some reason, Jalen pulls this one down. Has to go make a play. Try to make a play on the move. Okay, there's our motion out again. What do you think? Well, we've seen this once. We're going to see it again. Motion out, hitch, inside fade, dig, check down. Okay, we get zone this time. So one of those, you got to kind of get off that side unless you feel the corner gets soft. You can take that, and then you work back to your ends over to the other side. Forced out, has to make a play on the move. But another simple staple play in their drop back game. Okay, so again, we're going to see the ends. One-on-one go here. They roll over the top. You don't have it. Now we're going to go with the double ends over to the side. So once that safety rolls over the top, you don't like it there. Right? Should be reading off of this defender right here. Letting that big end go out there, or dropping it to this defender, to this receiver there. Jalen again kind of bouncing around back there instead of getting set and letting that thing go on the outside. But that's our read on this play, because we've got basically a 2-on-1 on the backside. But just another chance to see that there's a number of in routes in the offense that are still being run. A lot of similar concepts, like I said, to things I've seen in the past. 2x2 set. Simple. Everybody's got it. double outs, both sides. Pick a side, rock and roll. Pick a side. Nice job hitting the inside guy. The corner sitting quite wide on this particular play, fitting it in. Okay. Again, it looks like Jalen checking here. So, what's he checking to? Boom. Boom. Going to go with the 72 one more time. Coming down here. Like I said, him and AJ good at it. Good job. We get man-to-man coverage. I'd like to see Devontae force the outside release. The inside release on the corner makes it really, really tough. But very good on the outside of throwing this particular concept. Okay, so here we go. Staple to what we've seen before. Boom. Here. The mesh. There's AJ running the big in again. Devontae comes open again on the shallow, takes this one to the house, but you see the big in and the shallow coming there, AJ on the big in. So we've seen a number of in routes, staples within their offense once again. Here we go again. This, I believe, is this concept here. And then they're going to run the same concept back to this side that we've seen before. So the hiss combination down here. I believe AJ turns this into a go because he's pressed initially. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just go over here. But it looks similar. And you see how he kind of hesitates right there and then he goes. And so you have the same concept there to the top side. Same thing on the bottom that we've seen a number of times. Not sure if Cleveland's trying to play an inverted 2 and expecting Denzel Ward to get back here to cover 2 as he's going back to cover 2. And you see the big shot down the middle of the field as they're trying to rotate to it. Always tough down the middle of the field when you're playing invert and you're asking your corners to get all the way from the outside to be able to take away the inside. And you're hoping this guy's playing Tampa responsibility so he can take the middle away. It just happened to be one time where Jalen looked up top instead. Trying to work that 2-on-1, finds the throw to the outside. Okay, we've seen this formation a number of times. They've run the stick and the go, or they've run the mesh and the curls over here. So, go again, you're going to see it. Go route here, just a quick out. Basic, simple concept. On the other side, they're going to run pop, spacing, however you want to talk about it over there. We're going to read our 2-on-2 backside. We throw the go. AJ go gets it, right? So basic concepts, staple concepts that have been in their offense for a long time. And really this whole game has been about those staples. We haven't really seen much else other than that 4 strong we saw in the first play of the game.